This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Yama mu nyina kwa Boadu TV so nie na yentinsi mu wo Kevin Eko Benu Taylor na kache Kevin Taylor say ope sikedwa kofi sikedwa kofi otumfo akonyam Kevin Taylor say NPP for nko fambre no na omo de bre ne dia ene ebone a omo diga na fo ne onu nyina ede ne yira befra omo ntokwa no odo mbone be chom no manko fa sikedwa kofi amadia ene on from mbone nchom da that means say 2028 ebedo no na wono wagu NPP demonstration bi omokoye na drug addicts bi omuni na musan na esi red boy de mahama man boy de no kemtela ya som no ya to red ni bi ni ya mum no na omai high na mudi gu kwan no kwasase nkwan no mudi wo na NPP babia drug abuse no ekosoro pa ma o the evidence ni ma be bra cheche ensema waka de doso
odi akwa we to John Mahama ho a asa na wabodam hwe excuse bia see tie reasons bia all ma yes wabayi nipa 110 or so ebe medwuma ebuso nipa benye dwuma yes sika be bankofo botom if you say the ministers ne do so be dwuma we jimi yetena de we hu for 80 years mu ye dede ben me say adie bia NDC aban dealing with today o say a problem no it was a problem that was left behind by NPP aban intinke ye ka enisan ka normal bia free NPP kra complaining about anything in Ghana. If you see anybody sit on TV or radio discussing this is a problem, Ushedi Panabka say you are foolish. And that problem you are talking about, who created them? The problem you are talking about today. Munam Ghana TV Sunu radio so say Galamsey. Who created Galamsey in Ghana? Who made Galamsey attractive? Who actually commissioned Galamsey? Anytime I can just say the NPP as a political party, no more Jimmy. They are very effective in opposition because that is how they were made. They are made to lie. I am part of them. I know how they operate. This is a party. They are not willing to accept anything apart from almost selfish gains. That's all. When you hear them talk, don't pay attention to them. Me pedipa ba kuna bajina TV so I can say, oh, problem with the NPP ye jano hona ban we and yes of solve it problem ben na Ghana sisia NPP nkwasiafo we jato wa aban we by we yineni cheme one problem inti right now no mankasa jatum say they have created problems. They left huge burden on Ghanaians and they are insisting say within 8 months NDC aban and solve the problem nina. These are the kind of animals we want to govern with. These are kind of cockroaches. These are the termites we want to reason with. We are not supposed to reason with them. We are supposed to ignore them. Because, you see, the NPP as a political party, no, they don't understand what is reasoning. Inti, we are Ghana near what Ghana, and we are Ghana near Bruchina or Kraka, about Ghana. Compare those times. Now, man from post so metoka about Ghana. And the bogus is swakas ko Ghana because duty at least and your current payday abino adi bibia fa ho and the dollar number from bogus astati si omo dying and the dollar number from bogus to me kra nyoma kofi. That is what we call governance. Ade bia aban we betu bia na say bia no aban we den no and the aduane buso cost of living and the amount from complain say aduane boy din inflation above from edwadifo na and the NPP omu kem ena yento ade ena ade begu a ne boa yedin and the one tante sa asem no. That is what a government is elected to do, and that is why we brought in Nyansafo John Mahama ne NDC Nyansafo to change the narrative. Enti dede na efrihifa. So far so good. Nothing. Enti conversational into study NPP a conversational it changes per the day. Adiabechi oh yepewe adiabechi because almost starting here dear, state of emergency on Galamsey, Anamiwa. State of emergency. And almost say, and yeah, no more can wasem. Na, and almost pay a year, fix Galamsey now. This conversation, actually, with Jimmy. Then you get some media houses. You create them documentary, more. Oh, yeah, documentary, money panel creative problem, no. We are going to say on authority, the government is working. Nobody can pressurize the NDC government. No fool can force the government to make mistakes. What the government is doing is what the government is going to do. And the majority of people who voted for this government are satisfied with how the government is tackling every issue. For 8 years, the NPP did not retool any hospital in Ghana. So I'm for a retooler. Oba Konfanoche, Oba Kumewu, Oba hospitals awa Santimemua. Hospital bienwa omunya new equipment to say abain at the machines for fraba yedi beshemukina for 8 years. Sankwasiafo were from NPP. They could not equip any hospital in Ghana for 8 years. And under the leadership of Akando, hospitals are being re-equipped. Sewia Hospital, a regional hospital. Emma Santimai, and the NDC government is preparing to put it to use. That is what we call government. Inti, enya kwasiebi awabe say nsuo. Abe jina nsuo de chika chem say fix bibia ande. Nobody's going to listen to that nonsense. And it's about time we Ghanaians made these fools understand. It is not how they feel. And also running Ghana. It's about how Ghana is supposed to be run. It is not about how the NPP feel. It is not about what they think is right. It is about what we voted for. The decision we took to vote for a new government. What they are doing, their decisions. It's what we are sticking to. It is not about how the NPP feels. How the NPP feels does not, nobody cares about how they feel. In the first place, because Omangasa Papa Kufo Kachre say, so be bedi usum feel watchi. Na se san fie wotwe no wentumi unsolve a problem a san kofo no omo saba aka so mo yankwasiafo don't give them space ya papa kofo de bi na no kan o say so the to me ma political party say oba no so obeto galamsey na se wentumi unsolve galamsey no wabeto unemployment wentumi unsolve unemployment no wabeto sewia wentumi mbie sewia wabeto de hospitals wentumi nsibi wabeto nyoma osawo ye wentuma anye na odi 8 years ni wia sa party no omo kasa mentie. 8 years is long enough. 8 years is long enough for any party with solutions to show. 8 years edeme kufuado NPP for nkwasiafo we. What can they say? Can they show us ade omo ye? They destroyed everything. Oma papa kufo na kachire o say now you Ghana ni na nkwasiafo abetena ban mu 8 years na wo hwe omufri aban mu insu o Ghana nyina asɛn kwaye nyina ye wuro makoye gala na sa nkwasiafo asa we kachire say ye ntiasia. Why do you listen to such fools? You don't have to do that. It's me when I see the NPP walking around and the Jimmy Bia no mu Jimmy, it is not even worth our time. Mustapha Salam kwasiampe kwateboto no oni sala nentwie sa chairman no we ntafo nkwara wo edomo firi srem eno mo won kran mem omo so aso anwoma eno makoye demonstration say nkwara we medi akire ntafo mbema sebio omo mienu nkwasiafo mienu di akamfo party enim. This is what I talk about. Enya osere, are you not shy? Omo ye ntafo eno mo di akamfo party enim. Ye chichere party no menhia ena nkwasiafo di party ena mo nuanom nketewa sebio nka mo so betuma tena sirem enya school papa akọ abobra ena mo busuafo atena no omo abede da abontene won kran enha Mustapha Salam kwasia no sala na ntwie jimi na enum kankan se opuro bab no enha no ena NPP fo aka mo egu enim ene yasesa nkwara entafo nkwara monje 10 Ghana 20 Ghana adan a chese omo bra mpanifo na dane mwa eye dwuma ma asantefo party kwasiafo hwe na enye tan. Are you not embarrassed? And nja de bia meka se sa ntafo na omo NPP mu no sa ntafo no omo agimi che bini. They are stupid. Ntafo omo NPP mu, because you see when you sit back and you analyze the way they reason, they always want to impress akamfo. Omo pese titru, omo impress asantefo. Asantefo so who muntafo the same Jimmy. It's a fact. Asantefo, ibi nuanom asantefo, omo buntafo so omo yankwasiafo. It's a fact. Ade ye me anyimu asantememu. Enya asantememu na mnyini. Teni bia ye frana tia, teni bia Jimmy, teni bia me ofufuo, ye bu ye wodin ade fra omu nyina di omatam, omo da yesto enim. Asanteni bia hu teni bia se we Jimmy. Enti asantefo ate party. Eni afantafo nkwasiafo bia di enim. Eni jam se santafo no mo NPP fo no mo Jimmy. Hwe Mustapha Salam wabetena nkran nti ni refi so fi tamale. Ni refi se ni nua nketo mma te se we no osan komo so tena tamale e te se otumfo ade hye ana gamancha ade hye a omo so kosku ni omo maame no mote ya kasa nkora we de da abontene won kan e ma wo tani aboa wase se omo agu lie mu se momra ne enko nante enko demonstration onye tani aboa na wo ye den. And this is what I talk about every day. Omo nie hwe de omo de nanka enya fair say we are 10 year what crying. Udi political party chi abedi Ghana so 8 years. Ko force about 8 years, 16 years. Under you went to me and create a juma with srim. Now branch why we betri se ponko. Kwasiana na num fin your friend Salam your friend saying Masaudu ne ho tan ne tu bini uyi boxer shorts or red boxer shorts gua ne tu bini na ejimi fo ntafo mienu ejimi fo mo na mo beje asantefo party na mo bedru nkran na mo nuanom nketwa asebio mo party mo ejimi nti mo ntuma nkreti na mo a whole vice president oye teni na mo a whole vice president oye teni etisembo obedi Ghana so 8 years. We Jimmy nti ose obesi kaya yefo hostel won kran munya nkwasiafo na mugu MPP mu munya vice president teni ebedi vice president 8 years we Jimmy nti enkran obesi kaya ye hostel na kaya yefo no mfiri hineba net Ghana na montafo ni bi na mudi MPP my say nyan na 10 year obedi vice president oba ye na sada yesi Muhammad sada ba ye wa anye ni ye na sada na sika seye 10 year obedi vice president fie wotwe Mustapha Salam kwasi ampanyi kwate boto Masaudu ni tu bini salakao mo tena abemu sada ye de ko sirem ena mo be change di ne NDA not Northern Development Authority muni 10 year kwe also a vice president 8 years ena mudi sada moto amobeto ye ena mo ma asantefo no besesa kwa asantememu samia wukumo sesa moto di free sirem ede be ye primaries campaign na montafo mwa mo ne mo vice president mudi party nim kwasiafo na yaba sirem na samia wukuni na nabi mu se John Kowinseni kwasiampanyi no omaba sirem na munua tani mahama na osesa motogu wo se sirem fomfanya adwumanya esika nkoma no na mudi mugini asesa sadadin no na mama asantefo na kanfo na asesa moto na ba asantememu na mudi mokwase atenkran se ye de ye ne ye ntafo yebo asantefo party ho ban emmoa mo jimi eniti no mo use mu no eniti na de bi o mo use mu se mmoa because you see you people are not showing say more party no muni munyansa more entafo ni bi na more MPP mu no because mo betima ko Yesu aba asantini hu teni so ya aboa wo me na me ka kire wo asantini ba ma omuteni da nanzi eye ba kakre entafo kakra no mu na meyi na se jimi no mu jimi enso ya na guo eba ye na entafo se akosku no mtenkran eye ni kroma anko. And these are things, inferiority complex. NPP, this is the other side of the NPP. There, you say, some bebunuwe 80% of me is for kwara. And I almost so lead this demonstration. I'm a asante for party is for kwasia for more MPP for tough na mu Jimmy. Munimunyansa. Na ma betra ha. They are banning you and are banning you. Nobody can distract this government. No. Nobody can distract this government. This government is focused. It's going to touch on all the problems. The government is slowly going to change the system. These are the people. But say, encourage they are on hard drugs. They are drug addicts. And when did they start this? These drugs are Eba Ghana, Eura Ghana, Estatia and the Kufuado, Tramadol, then codeine, cocaine. The influx of Begu Ghana moa yentumian swano under NPP. Munima monko bisana na ba na moa. Ono so on tichi bro fun kwa note. Enso bibi kana osi agye. Monko bisana na ba na moa. Ono na mbre bi otwe mic say oko ghetto to ghetto. Mumusa yi na ono na mo ghetto to ghetto. The spike in drug abuse in Ghana happened under NPP. Ekufuado. One Bawumia. Mumusa na ba na moa de GH1 for pound sa akoko no. Mumusa no. On the one teachy, they took a canoe say, me dream to Mungo Busano. Yati Kromoha, we don't want to deal with the real issues. Namoja is a concept to any sorry, any topic. At the end, no, the NDC government is focused. It is doing what it has to do to solve problems. The same importance are MDC buying edema healthcare, no, or the same importance Bema Galamsey. The same importance are NDC by edema unemployment, no, or tackling the drug abuse, no, or the same importance Mama Galam say. Bibi sunche bibia. So as we sit in Ghana, Memo being an agent is diverted that Domahama is stable and focused. This is the NPP demonstration. Chama kwara. And they are proud. Metima guys, 90% of Nkura we that second. We sremu fo Nkura. And so Mahmoud Bawumia NPP ni nkwasiafo we be see. Kaya yo headquarters e won crying. Abra no Bawumia oye teniba. Abra ntafo dodo no omo Nkura afri srem e be di pa won crying ni Kumasi. Bawumia Jimmy fo na NPP no omo see. Kaya yo for headquarters won crying. What does it mean? It means to say Bawumia esi a cage or time and tough one quarter free sremaba abe slaves e won crying. Na on na yire fulani no na nkwasiafo akenten omo so omo de omo school. And omo be demonstration no omo akwohwehwe tough one quarter na anka omo betime create opportunity am omo sremu no say mombra ne ento wima mo ne ma mo tramo ne ma mo one city na mo mesa. This is how the NPP, this is what they represent. This is Salam, Mustapha, Masaudu, and tough one kwasiafo. This is what they created. They are just misleading the young people. Yeah, can't the timer yet hard drugs about Ghana. Intend no, Saki fit no no. Be another avenue. Miami you say na mobetuma ye juma me you problems e Ghana. The focus is on the use or the abuse of a harmful substance. And no message I found with NPP for keep fitting no and I make sure no. This is serious and the kosirem kohe. And the NPP, you change your buying NDC change your buying you the seriousness of a drug abuse ekoso Ghana. Sibia your body snabe porous. Sibia nipebi omudi sirem abaya drug then under MPP. Nansenya aban society started say ye chi omo edidie import tramo red code den nansen and aban we buy ya through nakok and Ghana police general mante almost stopping the inflow of hard drugs. And today the NPP almost say be the other side of inti demonstration no this is baby ana message wo dia kenya na ebola ade ye nde no this is the message that this is what we left behind. This is the unemployment we created. This is the distraction the NPP created. When you get to NDC for so they need to solve it. Inti somehow no my idea to show us the mess they left behind. And these young men, they are all unemployed. And these men, young men and women, about 99% of them, they started abusing drugs under Ekufuado Bawumia. And these are some of the things the NPP, NDC government are inheriting. Into Mekacha say, what they did today, no, this is the only educative thing. You will see it to your home. Say, we no, I will see a stop it drug abuse. Maybe I can't maintain any BBI concept. I don't know what was in there because this. So today's walk, it was basically to tell Ghanaians that NPP, this problem. On some boys and I'm say, been taught ni boy ding. It is becoming scarce. And the tramo why ding. And the air din so benya tramo ato. And the air din so benya codeine ato. Air din se ubenya cocaine. Because a bina ba, the government is blocking the holes. Now NPP kriti, Into Tinkrana Casano. Say, and the yenye been taught. And the yenye been taught. Ni boy ding because right now no kofa ba no MPP for na the market na ye more chance biem aban e chomo into on say emkra no bre. We were in this country and this is drug abuse asem ne eka year ben 2022 mamen kan show cocaine media fake news joy news no report a story way Ghana identified as transit country for drug trafficking British High Commission 2012 British High Commission for release statement na your mahomte. Say, who say, oba ebibremu ha. Ghana and the Kufuado no Bawumia, hona edu bone paano, hona yesuye no. Transit, yesuye, ni asadi yesi etusune da kwechma. Your friend a transit point. So bia di edu bone ko Europe. Pese odeba Africa ko Europe Ghana and the Kufuado no Bawumia. Joy news fake news no this story we bre. The British High Commission in Ghana has revealed that the country has been noted on the global radar as a transit country for drug trafficking, especially cocaine and other psychotropic substances. And we lived with this. They watched it. They did not do anything. They sat there. So time no Asin South MP. Your friend saying, your friend saying, Kwasi Ampey no so ye sofo no take Ghana. So I sit in the magic. Asin South for MP. Your friend saying, boy Kwasi Ampey also a reverend here also MP. Asin South no ni Ghana no MP. Did he make a comment about it? No, because his own party people were the ones transiting the hard drugs. And on send the one can say expose you. Fojo. And yes, I'm your friend. So I Jimmy na phone say todo. They also oye Asin South MP no. Jantre ni na ofari yire chakwa ba ko na o say oye MP Asin South no Fojo. Na oni Ghana. Did he comment on this? No. I didn't akoto de ne bodwe kwasia. Today we are seeing enkura na say kan bonu masem omu nya tramon bi ntu ento. Ka criminal was system no boss why a ding. It shows how the government is fighting it. Anytime can just say keep fitina MPP for year and then that is the message we got out of it. And we as Ghanaians, we need to sit up and start looking at this menace. Where are you serious? Problem here that table should be here. Problem no day we no go call Jesus. Anytime you go call Jesus, that means problem day. Your problem with health, your problem with education, your problem with BBM. We cannot treat some problem bigger than some problem. And it's not unlike the NDC government. It is treating every problem with the seriousness it can attach. Into every problem, they are attaching the seriousness. Into about health, they are attaching every seriousness. Over water, they are attaching every seriousness. Over unemployment, they are over galamsey. The government is attaching seriousness to everything. Into Eden and Kwasiafo, Ibeka say, I by force, they want to know. Nobody can change the conversation. Besides, which one is this? Inti yatina kroma man kofo. Thank you very much, team. Yatina kroma man kwasiafo MPP. They don't have any message again for the people. This is what happened in Ghana. And then demonstration they exhibited the high level of drug abuse on the streets of Ghana, Accra, the capital of Ghana. In fact, cocaine media, fake news media, Joy, they actually went on to report on it. NPP, for party, they are frustrated. Make sure say, the party be so corrupt, not so lose power. It takes them like about a year and a half to understand and admit some of the power. These people are still in that situation. The NPP are still stuck in that realm of we still have power. They still don't believe that they've lost power. When they talk, when you listen to them, when you see their body language, the exuberance, the arrogance, you can see still that they still forget themselves, so they don't have power again. And that is what is destroying the party. The party sitting there, we for party, NPP party, they don't have a chairman. How can a party that does not have a chairman be taken serious as a nation? Why should we take such psychopaths serious? Then you're sorry, not a party any direction, any leader or driver party, no, any chairman. Okay, say, yantina say, yambopo, madwini we de yenyi penyini di party nenim. Na you're sorry say, whatever they throw there, no, we are not going to do that. They can make noise. It's their right to make noise. They can go on TV. They can go on radio. They can scream. But the fact of the case is, they say, we are not ready to listen to NPP on building this nation. When it comes to building Ghana, the NPP is the last group of people that we will listen to, because we don't consider them as intelligent enough, rational. We don't even see them as humans to even take any advice from the NPP, especially when they are the ones who caused that problem. No. Intimino, I don't want the NPP to be a conversation. NPP cannot start a conversation in Ghana. No. We are not supposed to pay attention to the NPP. Say, NPP, what at the end, hey, my mentor, which are, hey, Kwasia 4 week, near sorry. Oh, yeah, also a demonstration. I said, your brother can enya boni, and I said, no can mimi nim refi. We Jimmy. Near sorry, I better say, NPP was on my demonstration, about demonstration. No, these are foolish people. We were with Jimmy. You don't. What our brother said is not bad. And it's no kai also on kai. No kai. We Jimmy. Now sorry. Near be wasted time say NPP. No, let's focus. The government is focused. This government is focused. Now, when you even take problems are FSC Ghana CCA, Senka Ghana, ye 10 regions are, anka problems are, ye come CCA, anka yenkum, I'm telling you, anka problem ye come no, anka ebia, anka be 50% and ye faces our problem no. But you see, NPP fwe Jimmy. Now they come into office, they feel that they are entitled. Hereditary. Yaba, eyebusuya, yena part no Ghana ye dia, inti yenfa 6 regions, meka 10 regions on. Now, all these 6 regions meka 10 regions on. Their motive, entering all these 6 regions meka 10 regions on. Right now, when we do a survey, the 6 regions or meka 10 regions on, the poorest in Ghana. About 90% of the 6 regions, meaning about 5 out of the 6, they are the poorest regions in Ghana. So what did those regions or the beka, what did it do to us? And I'll not be surprised to say those regions or the beka, Galam say and I say Insua Aseno, because now the government is looking at the problem with so many branches. Sanka branches near 10, rather than the branches abe 16. And it's 2 million now you need how much? Here are the 3 times of that money to fight. When it comes to unemployment, when it comes to infrastructure. Because when we Jimmy, they don't plan. And they came into office with ideas say, and that is what they have been doing from day one. And Kwame Nkrumah so Kwame Nkrumah, because Nkrumah said, say, Ghana ebin chambi, obin to bin tino. Yen na ye be chichire man no onti asia fa kwase atu ena mo so mo ntumi fa mo kwase antu nto metenemu mo betenemu so na mo nimra so amo se madane moa mo bese mo betenemu no ena jeje on the sky no they said things against him for him to turn against his own people. Even omo ka say ono oya wunani ne nkroma wonanfo kwa na mpose jeje on stand against you omo o se enye nsema sankofo we ka no enti na beba me madane me chiama Ghana fo ana inconform say me mu krom fo ya honafo e Ghana ntina me bae. This is how they are. These people they are not ready to help this nation. From day one, that is what they have done. How many times did they try killing Kwame Nkrumah? How many times did they try to make sure, say, Rawlings moving us from a military regime into a democratic regime? What didn't they write? What didn't they say? They don't like anything good. They are not in to help anybody. So study Sankada went to 10 regions unim the kind of development and Kabagana. Oh, we want to open the country up. Ghana be a because they had that idea, say some part of Ghana, no, baby or settlers to war, baby or they feel say Omukroma California Santifort to war, until let's carve it out. Let's make it a region on its own. Send your bear Kotwaba, your benya your group. So these people are they isolate everything. Until let's create this idea of making sure you call for a creative region momo. Near baby creative region or Ghana as a social anti-assassin. Mesan can be the president in there. Kasantumechemu 30. Na Ghana asase be na so chai asante na isre masase nkwana bia eso chai ene bonofo meche kasante re ka mechemu 30 na ma hwe koku obeka se adentina wo chichemu se region na ya kakraka sa do betuma hwe so. But you see, that is not how we have to have the conversation. It is because of the amoye. It is because of the NPP, the motive, the mentality, the ideology, the party. Jimina ewo party no, and then a lot of people despise the party now. Ayani part-time. The way amokasa, the way amuyenyi yimu, the way amadwini amu say, mubetuma tete Ghana for ntemu no, and then muye ni part-time. And then Emma Mumano asem any part-time. And then Emma Ghana enya kono. And then today, Mr. S, get me the map of Ghana. So I'll pick the map of Ghana. 16 regions, no. And yet 13 of those 16 regions are green. You know why? Because the people have come to understand, say, the NPP, anyone massive for no, they are divisive. Omu ye nipa, omu chiche nipemu. Usha horror movie. Horror movie. Omo mutimu odin pa na omo gya hoho. Horror movie. Omo mutimu odin e na omo gya hoho because opa hoho ku omo enti na ogya hoho. Enti so horror movie a ehu a hotel na se be di ewo wo mu no ene na efe. Enti nobody can hide behind me hospitable. Me gya obia. Omo mutimu odin na gya hoho kese. Every say omo nimdi omo gya hoho ne beye. We cannot sit in this country for people to form a political party and destroy the core principle of this nation. This is not supposed to happen. Into the divisiveness. Senior NPP for to say mino, no madani Mwabekache say, or minus say, today you see these fools working in Ghana freely. Under any serious, any president who is crazy. My lucky said John Mahama president. And anybody else apart from John Mahama, and 90% of Muamudi NPP ni kamu demu. Me say, my lucky that it is John Mahama who is president, and John Mahama will show you the other side of him because Mamusa mwe Jimmy. Na munye ready some me achichere mine. Me say, nanka my lucky say at this juncture, it is John Mahama who is president. Nanka mene ko na me president. And about 90% of Muamudi sa party kamu demu. Yeah, kebe some line. Yadi ahoma be gumu nine. Na yadi mo jina second ni abobu timutu. Yeah. Anka sa galamse na mo yehu dede nke so atwa. Me na me president a. Anka sa mo NPP fo na chairman wuntumi ene omo ana omo ye galamse afrim pobo atin this report ne bae no. Anka me president a ka magid list no na ma be sam lie o kejetia na ma bom nyina timutu. Pay. Me wi am so obi anhwe bi. Memo bi anya galamse o Ghana biom na ma hwe aboa oba galamse o Ghana because emu afu mudi nkwasi asem na wiasa be gina se adentina nsuo na ni aho no emmoa democracy nyama bibini democracy ntina mo NPP for mu dodo tiase yeah hweboni amudi ye mo hwe nkwasi ade amaya be do this time and some people have a problem with JJ Rawlings for allowing some people to still exist in Ghana. For 8 years. Whatever you people came to do, whatever you people came to do, the implications are you come as a nation. Excavators 2,500, Yehuba Akumpo, and a Tukrumha, Obianya Shi, Charles Bisu and Namgana, Equa Wisin and Namgana, Chama Untumin and Namgana, Ket Jamfon and Namgana. These people are all working in Ghana in the name of democracy. Watching in that, also the Kojina court, now some man a lawyer. Ochino, now detaining now Obi say on Tiasia human rights into also Jana man Kofi. My lucky. Me say, mo my lucky. Nanka mujira ye Tiasia gram say no me. Nyanko poni na me to me politics. Me I can't do politics, active politics. Me no me to me. Ananka masanipa line da. Anopa tututu ya line nkwara nyina national television so 10 3. The Otini Chrome also a president. Rombra mi Chrome can kwasa cheme. Na maka just I'm protecting my water bodies. I don't want to see anybody do illegal mining. Se be wusa kusi be illegal mining in Ghana. Ayed den kwasi forum say so na sabe demonstration. Ye ntiase John Mahama has to solve it. John Mahama is the enabler. He book home crack out the kwan honda dada. Na democracy nti na ama sankwasiafo we they are back again making noise. They are making noise because we all respect democracy. We all believe say de eyekebima min kebi chichire man na eden o man koso. We have allowed some fools, giving them too much room. Hwe bia wo sisi a hwensuo na ase no 8 years nkofo gina Ghana asasim de ye kan bibia nkofo yante. Kwasiafo tani aba nti matwema no se aprinkin smart can kwasa. This is Ghana. This is Ghana for you. How can any country still have NPP? Say a party was in Ghana ni tie no. Blue na NPP 3 regions. How can anybody? Dear nama e krona say. Dear nama a whole nation adani green ama aka trepe busa ho. What has happened? Dear na see ye. Obi bronibi ana obi fi baby because okay, is this your nation or is this my country? Why do you have only 3 blue regions and the rest all green? Something should have happened. BBSC. The thing you see there like that, no? Who is simple, sano? 1992, 1996, 1990, 2000. Sa Ghana map na kala na enti say na ye mixed. Blue waha, yellow, blue waha, green waha, blue waha, green waha. As time went on, there nama we see a bibintra. Some group of people, the way they act, the way they talk, when they are giving power, how they treat people, how they disrespect people, how they feel they are better than some people. Slowly, the country started reasoning and beginning to see, say, no, this party, a friend NPP, a dangerous political party. That is why you are seeing this. And I swear to God, I will nullify this party and make sure we don't have any blue in our map. You have only one blue, and you know where that one will be. It will be left with only one blue. Now, because it is looking like, say, continuously, this is what you MPP, Mayama baby ayabeduni. Moko 1992, moko Ghana map no. Mumbra 2000, moko map no to aba. Mumbra 2004, moko map no. Mumbra 2008, map no. It was mixed, a check. And this was MPP, and this was, and what really happened? Nobody wants to be associated with this kind of party, this NPP, at time. Omu bonne, no madani omano, no mo pese, omu create impression, Mr. Obine, omu nya party, you cannot trust them. This should tell you something. Sama apna hunisano, a history. It is telling you how the Ghanaian feels, how the Ghanaians see our politics, how the Ghanaian respect our political agents, how the Ghanaians see political parties and their people, the actors. This is the story of Ghana's politics. It's imagine if we didn't have 16 regions and NPP or one pet or Ghana. And this should tell you something. And remember, in Korano Mobano, they are thinking, they are reasoning up. Anytime guys, this party in 2028 to be gone forever. It is all NPP near. Tanasenebu sound said, DNC, and you think it's going to be easy. We are not joking. We are going to put a pin in this. You do why best our discussion. No? And make nobody waste their time on say NPP for a year or more year. And I heard you see Nakok. Police Nakok sees 1,195 boxes of tramadol at Bintri. 6 arrested. And what do you see? They are working. The government is stopping drug abuse. Mr. Which one is that? 2016. Thank you very much. My team 75 they've been chamo. Mr. Get them for me. Make sure how Ghana has changed. Why are NPP attractive? Nobody wants to listen to. This is 2016. Look at it. 2016 in here. This was Ghana, the map, electoral map. This is 2016. You see, it was evenly divided. You were rational. 2016 yao, before Nana Akufo-Addo about power, near what 10 regions. This was the map. NPP, NDC. So what changed for Ghana map? No, move from here, from this to this level. But I want to say what really changed. Ayamano some a woody amudi a tronen kwasiade mumbu Ghana for inyimu Jimmy Mogin say and no near the better Ghana for your party by 2028 will be gone. 2024 against 2016. Now, thank you very much, team. So you see, this is 2016. Oh, before Akufo-Addo Ghana ever president, you saw how it was divided evenly. Of our regions now, near Tim, NDC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now NPP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how it was in 2016. That was how Ghanaians were reasoning. We were mixed. We were reasoning. We were voting like Ghanaians as people who love each other. We did not add anything to it. Not tribalism setting in. Not that kind of separatism. That kind of entitlement. Then setting in. People were rational. So for them to even hold on to this blue 2020, they had to kill. So Boadu. I swear to God. You see, this is 2024. In 2028, Ebeka 1 region. Blue pay, Ebeka 1. May say in 2028, it will be left with one region. And you people know which region it will be left with. Ebeka 1. Then you will see how Ghana will develop. And when you send a Ghana be developing. And when you input you, and when you togetherness, and when you the majority taking decisions, collective decisions, be changing the destiny of this nation. And when you conform more pray for Puntu, and when you the majority voice asking for hospitals, asking for good roads, asking for development in their lives, the destruction will be cut down. And it has to be cut down because consistently, you would say the consistency in the deliberately derailing this country. A group of people, after they do that realization, say Ghana, some group of people who are destroying this nation. And in 2028, Ghanaians will go to the ballot and change the destiny for good. It will be left with one region. You people don't want to change NPP for. The Ghanaian is growing. The Ghanaian voter is maturing. The people want development. The people are becoming together. They are starting to understand we are not supposed to be tribalistic. We are not supposed to feel entitled. We are not supposed to be liars. Ghanaians want to see good things, but we are beginning to see where the problem is. And the problem is number 1. And I'm telling you, me see, by the time I enter about 2028, we are not NPP aka 1 blue. Let's say, Utiem friend Yankopon say me pewe, Onyankopon de bema wo. Metime ho. God will give that to you. Matime ho no. 2028 it will manifest. Say no na mope. Enu nti na de bia no Ghana yentumi enko yenim. Yetu ya 9 step back na yetwe ya sign no. Yetu step back na ye de ahenie ni nemu. Yetu step back na ye de tribe ni nemu. Yetu step back na ye di nkofo atam. Yetu step back na ye bu nipa nimtia. Ebedrum brebe no dia wo pe ne ye de bema ho. Now when you are given what you want, you cannot ask for anything again.
Majority of the people who share this view.
So Ubusame, the motivation, this is my motivation. Every day before I start showing me Bawumia and my show no. It's me when I sit here, I don't care where you are coming from. I don't care about your tribe. When I meet people, I don't even ask you who your DNA. I do my job. I do my job. This is my motivation. Because it looks like that is what happens in Ghana all the time. When you want to do something right, some people want to pitch you against some people. And the moment you fall or you break, you are done. And because I never got to that level, I never allowed that. I never allowed people to pitch me against some people, to break me. That is why I'm still strong. This is my motivation. If you can say whatever you want to say against me, you can pitch me against whoever, or Hinyo, or Sofuo, Penyinio. My job is for the people, not for individuals. So I am not selective about where my message goes. I hit where it has to hit. That is what I do. That is the principle. I need to hit. I don't jab. I hit and I make sure it hits. Because until you feel the pain, you wouldn't know that that position is a position you need to be very secured about. You need to protect. So if you ask me, this is my motivation. I am mixed tribe. I am mixed race. Me ya wo me Ghana boase. Me no boase. Me come school on crying. Me ma me awunani. Me ma me onyini wo Kumase Asafo. Me papa ya Fantini. Me wo America. Me yiri ye Jew ni. I am mixed race, mixed tribe. I don't have time to ask about your background, to ask about where Dagatini, where Hauseni, where Teni, where Fantini. I don't care. Deliver and let me see it. It doesn't matter how you feel about me. My job here is to get the right things to let you know the facts. It does not matter who you are. It does not matter which group you come from, what you represent. It does not matter. What matters is assembling Amedema. I am the messenger. I'm giving it to you. And I've been doing this for years. At least we were a little experience in politics. A little. I will give you what Bawumia will get. This is the first time Musa Dankwa will have a competitor when it comes to giving out exact number. Election, exact number. Make sure the Bawumia Benjano primary swim. So far, we have employed 500 people. We are doing our research in Ghana. I'll give you the exact number Bawumia will get. 24 hours to our elections. No, we are not joking here, my friend. When we told you, say, the elections will be won in the Ashanti region, we had the reason. It wasn't just mere talk. It was work on the ground. It was hard work. It was backed with data and science. We reached out to the people in an invisible form. We made them understand. They told us what they wanted. We were telling you the power will be taken away, and it will be taken away big time. But this time, something bigger will happen than 2024. Mr. Anthony Kwesi Sapon, this man, Commissioner General of GRA. The Commissioner General, this message goes to him. You didn't see from the time we decided to protect Ghana, use the truth to bring the NDC back to power. I never saw you on any platform campaigning for John Mahama. I never saw you on any street campaigning for the NDC. But at least John Mahama saw you say you are a better fit for this position. And John Mahama gave you the position irrespective of your political affiliation. You have been given a job to do, and that job is to serve the people of Ghana. I have a simple message for you. Whatever you have started doing as a Commissioner General, which is not in the interest of Ghana, stop. Whatever you are doing, that position that you have been given, it can be taken from you in a week. Adebia Awoye as the Commissioner General, GRA, stop it. Mr. Anthony Kwesi Sapon, stop it. Metna Kromha, Etna TV, so yeah, a scandal on La Bianca when NPP, they were in power. There was one gentleman, I'm born in your friend, Augustine Ata Edufuo, or a custom officer. Now, on the year, CRO, Division of Customs. CRO is the Chief Revenue Officer under NPP, this man. Or one of the most corrupt custom officers in Ghana. At a point, a petition was sent to the OSP against this man about a Lexus vehicle or free Ubiho. That petition, at the end of the day, the OSP told us he was going to be arraigned before court. This man, his name is Augustine Ata Edubofuo. He has been at the port for over 12 years. And this message I am sending to the Commissioner General of GRA. It goes to the Finance Minister Ato Force and you too. Because I know you are a very good friend to the Commissioner General. And you people are working together. It's about time you people understand the rules of the game. I don't care who you are or which position you occupy. This man, Augustine Ata Edubufuo, during NPP time, La Bianca scandal ameyeye, this man was involved. When power changed, you, the commissioner, you transferred this man to Koforidua. In 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, you have brought this man back to Baby Ano Owo for 12 years. You brought him back from Koforidua, all because of his affiliation to you and the finance minister. Right now, you have brought this man to the post-clearance audit, more dangerous position than before. It will be better for you to send this man back to Koforidua because he's not better than anybody working at Koforidua as a custom officer. It will be in your interests and the interest of the finance minister. My interest here is to make sure John Mahama's government or John Mahama succeeds. I don't care. My interest here is to make sure John Dramani Mahama succeeds. I don't care who you are in the government. I have sacrificed enough. I've put a lot on the line to get to this point. And I'm not going to make you people, any of you politicians, to take my sweat for granted. No. I don't care your contribution to your party. You are a politician. I am working in the interest of the people. And I see something good in this president. That is why I put everything on the line for Ghanaians to vote for John Mahama to make him president. This man needs to go back to Koforidua. The Commissioner General and the Finance Minister, tomorrow, you people should meet again and take this man back. This man, Augustine Ata Edubufuo, cannot come back to Tema and you make him an chief revenue officer, which is more dangerous. He is basically in a surgery room. These are the people who are touching, manipulating the numbers. At a point, KCB by port war, Obi ever train your 17 million. Sa case back to the port. Yeah, paperwork na yasini pano now also 1 million. Abrana go send it 17 million. This was under NPP. This guy, he was at CRO post CRO and the modern post clearance audit, more dangerous place. What is causing that? And things have to change. Mema bodamo. I don't care about anybody. Me, I don't have political ambition. Me, I don't need any political appointment. Me, I don't need anybody's favor. Matra that level. I don't work to make somebody call me and say, take this favor. I don't need your car. I have a car. I have a house. I have a good family. I am doing well. So I don't need anybody's favor. If you can't work with John Mahama and do what is right, I will not make you sleep. But today I'm going to make it very civil and straightforward. The Commissioner General, Mr. Anthony Kwesi Sapon, take Augustine Atta back to Koforudia. On Koforudia, he was transferred. And for a reason, you have brought him back to the port. He cannot be at that port for 12 years. So, one has our interests. One also a politician. Any other so, prove to us, this guy, Augustine Atta Edubofo, needs to go back to Koforudia. He needs to work from there. Or else, you know, go enjoy this, and it's going to be dirty. And in the area, the ABC and say, yet the president, President Mahama forwards acting Chief Justice Paul Bafo-Boni's name to Council of State as his pick to be next Chief Justice. And as we all know, Emrano Emra, law no law, and the President of the Republic, John Mahama, krata de ababontene. Catch a swami for South Treso, Asenkriguafo, any Ghana for you say, or did any two form Sebio or Shishimuno, Judge Penina, your friend Mr. Bafo-Boni. Paul Bafo-Boni Sebio endeno since say Madam Tokonu ehon sensemba ya na odie jinimu as the Chief Justice no ohwe de dwuma wedi ene ne experience owo ene Sebio papa no sibia wabo no homoden e wo judge dwuma mu a ohu papa we say oye nipa bi a ne ho ete oye krogen a ose otinam ebeye den the Chief Justice of Ghana inti odinidin atokrata so e de akoma Council of State say omo nhwe na omo so adwene a omo ofa ho no omo ensusu mfa ho say nipa we yi no Sebio ne kwan so ose no fata say e wose Ghana ya ginitum say oye Chief Justice say Council of State for ne ginitum na ya sade akọ parliament na Sebio omo so atoto na no kakra na yehu say Sebio osipi osita onimumranim na Sebio e Ghana mrani nyina hyade nsa obetumi ahweso ama Sebio nyansa onyamede domye say yemfa enkyekere man no nyansa po a etumi aboa Ghana inti ende Mr. Paul Bafo-Boni no the President of the Republic John Dramani Mahama edeni din akoma Council of State omo ye mpenifo a Sebio oni omo fa adwene a Sebio president no edi Ghana constitution krata kese ana enwoma kese a ebo Ghana ho bra no wodi so odi mra so article 146 no make sure say Council of State no so ahwe anamontu a obetu no enwu se anamona otu no anamo a krogen a Sebio constitution no ewo emu a ompa emra intenda no John Mahama president no or the krata na koma the Council of State and almost pensemu atoto ahwehweni ahoani ahwehwemu enhu se Mr. Bafo-Boni no or Sebio nipa bi a odimu a also obey the Chief Justice of Ghana inti Mr. Bafo-Boni ono na President Mahama no ende se ono de na kumemu no Sebio nipa wei ena ogidi se obetumi ede bibia frɛ no pepeyo no kure ene Sebio obeyi ne ho afiri amanyosemu a ode bedi ye kebi mami kebi ene Sebio judiciary nanim ono de Sebio ekeka ono nko a anka papa we ne we yi no nanso ye say woni abrewa andwene ho a Sebio wanyi adipa into ode de edi no ama Council of State say omoso enhwe na mo nhwe de anamo a wotu no say krogen sa papa no hote say wo say de ko ema ne ko Chief Justice a into ende Mr. Paul Bafo-Boni and John Mahama, President of the Republic, say onko ye Chief Justice of Ghana, and all over the place, share all over the place about the judiciary. Obianiwa or any excuse or objection to this decision by the president. And when I say objection, and I say any say okasa, and I say what problem, and say Papa, we are conducting home. Hardly do you hear anybody talk about him say from the time obey a judge, or misconducting even once. This man has been principled And dear Yan say, and I said, dear then say, Yini, so we a politician, we a nipe bina ojin say, Sebio waye bibia, and say obey Chief Justice, who kind Saudi Baba Bontini, no aka. Now, from what we know and we have seen, Oba Ghana Judiciary in the Supreme Court, Opa Judge for Sebio Ghana for Buomo, Oma conduct ye, Omo dinukre, for Omo Enfrafra, politics, Sebio Omo Nyachum. Omuntumi fa ban sika ND ensho mo ho emfa mo busuafo nkwa abrochire emtebio enkobosiri he ha papa we edin huni enintina ende John Mahama huni se oye nipa bi a sebio nanim ye nyam owobuo onhihia nanim omunamuna nanim ni hwenu mbon no oye nipa bi a oje obi atata nti ohu eye Mr. Paul Bafuboni say ono ene betumi abeye the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana nti say ende uhu Mr. Boni ewo eye TV we so a na eye President Mahama ena abodi din afre no say omra na ombesom Ghana ewo permanent position ye ka say permanent position a na say fapem enginemu a sebio obi entumi wo konsa ombegirim na ondi dwuma embro eye Ghana eye ye die ye court nsem nti eno so ene asema ewo ho na asema asabeto no ebinie eye Attorney General and so and they were responding to Madam Tokonu or NPP nia ye didn't be Chief Justice when the infamienu if we send subainti and ende otifia oni kapre adikudienti ma Madam Tokonu or the worst Chief Justice awabedi Ghana so ne say sebio ne ho a wan hwe ne ho so yie wan hwe ne kasam wan hwe ne niye oma tumi efoforo no ama tumi edo no ama tumi agi ni ti when tumi ahwe so anya ne dwuma nti oba Ghana abakosemu or the history of Ghana, she's the worst, she's the most less celebrated human being when it comes to our judiciary, because sanka ayatetena and Quebec say you trying to sue ewo sebio judiciary or to say de akata any akata no mo sika sunsuma omko wi akokɔ aba akokɔ twa abode a ye wo mu eti efri ekurase so mu nkonwurem anka yetetena anka yakata any akata efri say wambɔ ne bra yie obra ye de share nsese ombɔ no wambɔ ne yie enti Ghana eba de eba emrasemu ene emradwumemu ene judiciary mu a ye wo ne ti konsa ye pra de chi se beifo efri say niye bia oyɛ ye no na saa niye no entwe ensoni enti sanka yetetena anka oyakata anasa akata ebia okowi akokɔ anasa okotwa abode ene yetwa de su efri su ekronum emane sakopie ekuro bi so a okowi gold aye pamo no but ende no democracy nti ye fra bibi sacked. She has been sacked from the judiciary. Now akokɔ to say dwumadia odi former Chief Justice Madam Tokonu Jumebia odi ya ama Ghana fo ehu ne to ate ama ende ya pam no as the Chief Justice no o se ontia se ya pam no as the Chief Justice no na yentumi mane entina court se oye judge na onje sebio ademu retirement inti menoka say Madam Araba Tokonu ono so ye mixed tribe o ya hunani kakra e no ye mfantini kakra ne busuani kakra ne afenyoma ende o de Ghana court se Mahama any constitution no any Ghana for nyina any Council of State for atnase the constitutional yedwuma ema yehu se wedi bone ema constitution aka se onko fie dia as the Chief Justice o se no de wate ase o se wate ase se wedi bone se ya pam no as a Chief Justice na onte ase se ya pam no as a judge muntie Madam Tokonu asem o ka no o se Mahama person pam no as a judge ye wo ne kwan so ho Mahama Pamano as a Chief Justice if you say nyoma bi oye ne ntwa kwan mu sebio obumra so wagiatum ebesin ne on sorry enka say Pama ya Pamano as the Chief Justice of Ghana no our problem o say ne de no kore Mahama any NDC any NPP any Ghana for CPP for UP ye nyina ye kabo ma ye kire constitution no ene na ye nyina egina so a ye de apam no if you say constitution e kire say we Chief Justice na wa mbɔ hu modern na we nimra so a constitution na NPP for NDC for CPP for KKK for MMM for ye nyina ye kire ye no sa constitution ye begina so de apam enti no ye de apam na wo so ate ase emom sika ofaye ode ne kunuko abrochire ene ne man nyina no wate ase se odidwurum enti no de ya pam no as a Chief Justice wate ase na eba se oye judge of the Supreme Court on tiasie se pamana ye pamono no aka ne judge no inti ka ya pam se Chief Justice an ka yama no kwan na ombetena eye Supreme Court na wonni asem de madam tokonu eka nyina ne se okọ Pentecost asori na sebio oye Pentecost asori panyini na sebio asori panyini wo mu no osa eye mbema kuo no anase men's fellowship no oye leader wo mu na de ochem nyina odwudwam ema ne ba fom a ose okọ Pentecost ena osa ya asori panyini ena men's fellowship so oka ho na sesia no yakọche ne se men's fellowship no wakoto mu na enti on the wati ase say ye na free men's fellowship ni mu asori mu wati ase na emom no oda ho eye den asori panyini into person asori panyini sebio enim ho no oda ho tena ho sa asori panyini eno na sesia madam tokonu oeka oso no Pentecost ni wati ase o Pentecost ni o ya asori panyini a osaka men's fellowship ho na men's fellowship no wo mu no wakoto mu na ema ya che no enti ya pam no as a men's fellowship member o see sa pam a ya pam no wati ase wato mu na wa asori nim enti o say asori fo ni ja no sa ba ya asori panyini na o tena asori nim na oyi quotation enti on tie ase say eye Pentecost asori ne say ya chew so wato mu na as a member of Pentecost as adia asori panyini and as a member of the men's fellowship na ya pam anase ye wefrima on tie ase say ye yi na afrim say asori panyini na asori panyini title ne de obeje still men's fellowship ne waja tu so to mu na anti apam no but asori panyini de eni se sa title ne agifri nsem eno na eye madam tokonu echirechire mu akire se on tie ase enti ene eye den eye attorney general so akọ court ena waka che court say ensema eye madam tokonu ka no aye bebre nwuran ensema ede to no so e men's fellowship no ye ka so ba to mu na wasa wi asori sika ena wasa ade ewi obi bag nemom de ya ka ewie krampa amebuarfo no eye monato no asori bag na owi ene yemka ho asem mpo ena sebio de ka ho a wawi asori sika na so yenka ho asem eno kra no impenifo betena asem yenka ye de sesi a waje atum so wedi bone no eno ye monato na oto ye se oye men's fellowship no eno na ame atwe ne to konwa of men's fellowship ena ayeden atrega ame yi ne to konwa as den asori panyini enti attorney general say opese madam tokonu ti ase se onte ne ho ase a onko Supreme Court na onko pe enchirechiremu eho na echirechire mramu na High Court na ogo ne de eho no ye di asemmua sa asemu yentumi ndi mmua no High Court na Supreme Court na echirechire nsemu endi se nani adin na onim se owo mra no ewo ne side na onim se ondi boni bia na onim se de all kan wo ma onfa asem no enko de enfa nko Supreme Court na omu nchirechirem efi se eho na echirechire mramu afa so ame format ase iti manam toko ni nsem ni nyina no ne tofa na mabo a kire wo no toko ni se okọ Pentecost toko ni se oye asori panyini toko ni ya so se oye women's fellowship president ena toko ni abeto se women's fellowship president no oni obi kunu akoda e wa asori nim ena enunti ya sa te se toko nu asa ewia women's fellowship fo sika ena ya sa te se toko nu asa ewia obi handbag e wa women's fellowship meeting nyoma miensa ena ya debo toko nu. Remember, oya sorry panyini and also a member of women's fellowship. And the allegation are born women's fellowship. Remember, Tokonu obenya chance ebe ye women's fellowship member because no a Pentecost ni. Osa benya chance ebe ya sorry panyini because no a Pentecost ni. Without being a Pentecostal, and Katokonu to me sorry panyini and to me Sambembe ye women's fellowship president. And before she got those positions, you know. Without men's fellowship, Pentecost church, you know, you cannot be a sorry panyini, and you cannot be a women's fellowship president. Now, as something in say, or see, or what women's fellowship, no, and osa a sorry panyini, no, women's fellowship, what there, wakofa obikunu, action, wajatum, and inti, a women's fellowship, no, sasam ya kewe, yin to akunya say, and ya usuma be a watcher and your Pentecostal, inti ya pamno every women's fellowship nim. And the Madam Tokoni say, I can't send me a wasamoka bag or korea edisiko korea or men's fellowship women's fellowship yanka wasem or say sesiano ya pamno as a women's fellowship oni dia wati ase wajatum oni obi kuna koda women's fellowship yin to akunya or say person saba back betena or say Pentecost asori panyini and a Pentecost was a dabi ya nya ne saa ya twa to akunya women's fellowship a Pentecost ntina onya women's fellowship no Pentecost nti na obeye den obeye asori panyini enti so di obi kunu na ya chewoto na ya wagye atum na ya pam wo women's fellowship a untumi nsam betena asori nanim se wo ya asori panyini na eye asori sofo na eye atari general na se madam dia wo ye ho asori ho dia ai se wo gye ho semre na ende wo sori na wo pia ha na wo ye dede ende wo nim akwa asori fo mpanifo anim won kran omuno mu kyerɛkyerɛ nsam mu enti atari general se eye madam Tokonu onfa Pentecost for asori ne mran kran ehɔ na asɔre mpanifo sia ehɔ na wombom ehɔ na obenya ɛyɛ final judgment ne sɛ wo yɛ Pentecost ni ba na Pentecost fo hu sɛ wo yɛ Pentecost ni ntia yɛ asɔre panyini na yɛnim sɛ wo yɛ Pentecost ni yɛ women's fellowship president na wakoto mo na wo obi kuna akoda yɛ yi wato akonwa no wo saa wo tumi sɛ obɛsa betena asɔre denim sɛ asɔre panyini ana nti ɛyɛ atari general sɛ ɔnkɔn kran na ɛhɔ ɛne ɛkyerɛkyerɛ sansɛm num na ɔma asɔre na ɔmutim ne deɛ sɛ wo yɛ asɔre ba na wo yɛ gate man wo yɛ usher na sɛ wo say a member of Electoral na sɛ asha ukoto obi person mu yi ne sika automatically Electoral na wo ye no ye be yi wafiri ho but Tokonu sɛ ɔnte ne ho ase efiri sɛ ɔyɛ chairman a na sɛ ye bɔ afɔre a ne ye de bɔde ba ne ye dabadaba ne ye de banche ba ayɛ onya bi enti saa pex no retirement no ɔpɛ sɛ ɔde asɔre title no asɔre panyi titles ne gye enti sɛ ɔnkɔnkran ɛyɛ 4 seat bi bɛtɔ parliament a afenyomakin ɛkɔ Supreme Court kaka kyɛ Tokonu sɛ MPs 4 be more parliament NDC 4 person mo akonwa na mo ntia se afenyomakin e de asem no ekọ eye Tokonu wo e Supreme Court no eye asem Tokonu e ka wo Supreme Court ni o say in the case of the vacant 4 seats Tokonu say no kan Tokonu said even though the High Court is cloaked with the powers to hear the vacant seat case, the Supreme Court is the only court with powers to interpret the Constitution. Madam Tokonu aso wo kanyina gina Constitution Article 146 so. In this Pentecost no, and I want to ho ase a. Na sa asore ne se de wo ka no, eyo masum nkrenene a, konkran. Ehɔ ne yɛto kɔlɛsi nyinaa ɛkɔ. Ehɔ ne yɛgye dabadaba nyinaa ɛkɔ. Ehɔ ne yɛasɔfoɔ mpanifo nyinaa kɔ convention ɔmukɔ hyia. Enti konkran. Na kɔ kyerɛ kranfoɔ sɛ ɔmo na ɔmo hyehyɛ asɔre mmra no. Na sɛ woyɛ sɔre panyini na woka women's fellowship ho na obi kuru kɔda ne ɛkye wɔ women's fellowship ne ayi wo to akonnwa a automatically no ɛka sɛ asɔre panyini na sɛ nka wo nti attorney general sɛ ɔnkɔ nkran ɔmbra Supreme Court ɔmo nko na wɔtumi a ɛdi dwudwam hwɛ so amefo obi ate aseɛ nti bebrebe ni nyinaa no gidigidi bia de bebia o de bia mka kyɛ Ghana fo sɛ asɛm ne ba ayɛ mu nya abotre lion king asɛm ba nya abotre enya pepere ho ene kasa dede enema asam ne na madwudwam no lion king asem ba nya abotre okoka kokoti oba be nya diarrhea beku nipa nya abotre asem ba na mote a munya abotre ka bi ma badwudwam ena madwudwam se obi ate ase wa won te ase na ma question na me ma answer obi ate ase obi a so amefo are you okay? International bag is a Kevin is a character, thank you very much. Bibia okay? So amefo yanko enim anasa yenje questions. Oko a YouTuber so I'm for some you okay. My membership Facebook so I'm for so why junior your bibi basa ma me hu. Yati okay bibia se pepe na obia okay Francis Hatika so ati ase obia okay okay amuso obia so ati ase enti gidigidi bia ni wo enti se woni kuma onti ase akonkran se attorney general so onti ase on cross Supreme Court. Now on konyen ko kyerɛkyerɛ mu wi a so ba be asɔre panyina ba asɔre panyina jo pex atasa and they say vetting am a frau bia aspirant no mo NPP mu bia yatoto bia no and Kennedy so ko is here presidential hey Kennedy o kan kro Kevin nkyerɛ Kevin Taylor kra ozan say me Kennedy me kan asem gentleman such a nice guy ono ye ni bia on kabi no a minute asi debi asem nti Arikudi ama Kennedy. The swati nyina say osoku pressure dodo. O say o kana ye ne ya no amene. Bibinti. Intuka fon channel say amene. In Kennedy when your constipation eguniyam aya den because our kasa pe kasa Kennedy abodam. Our kasa pe kasa on your presidential. In the say no amafo kasa ene ya eso amene. In Ghana nde ope obi ayo constipation back in Agyapong. Abubu eguniyam aya den. Oh who the onya no. Because they see a presidential pa, it was a tuition pa. Oh, nice. Hey, Kennedy. Now me so nice, sir. Kennedy. Me pass and what? Kennedy no. Me say Kennedy ani pe. Ne go for the Kennedy. Kevin Taylor go campaign for Kennedy. Me say Kennedy Japan ani pe. Kennedy. Me say akompra ko an ye pe ai ene de obeye hu bi akompra ko onim nyansa say businessman hwe de wa ye we bie stores nyina akoko force akompra ko yes Kennedy an ye pe ye ntiase de mo beye bia Kennedy. Yes, I can't campaign market in Japan. Oh, Kennedy Japan, come Kevin Taylor's go. Kennedy, come Kevin Taylor's car. Said the beer catch them, Kevin Taylor, only Kennedy Japan partners be. Aye. Kevin Taylor and Kennedy Japan, we are one. Because it's steady to be a Kennedy, Kevin Kassa. They be old Bawumia so on Kennedy Assam. On Kennedy Assam. And yesterday, as a Kevin Taylor, Kennedy near pe. But I can't. But Panasabo. Apart from Bibiano, Minipo, aye, yes, yeah, best say, oh, you're on Jebu, aye, you are foolish. Yet to which I say, Minican share to which I say, Boga, you are foolish, I, and Okano. Okay, Mohammed come down for some, my best friend, Kennedy Agyapong, Penas and Rough. Now, that's it. Can Agyapong adopting Asian model key to Ghana's economic growth? Say the idea also of shape in basic colonies be because Montiasie. Because 2024 no time and now moko prime minister catch am say or the ship be fia brochire na beji ebegina colonies so na ekọ na eba na abrofo timpon na omo beso budware no matom na omo self ne self o se Montiasie magimi sa ideas ni nyina o ka so be ntumi am so no so Osaka say mrebi oka say ode boat kakrakapa cruise ship eba be Cape Coast to Takwa na so omo na musuo no so na omo dware na amanfo ko bie restaurant wom ni nyina oka no 2024 ni nyina mo ntie oka say nka ode ship ba be so cruise ships na say nkofo ko bie restaurant wo epo no so na say ship refi Caribbean ni bedru ha na nkofo asisi na makọ restaurant ni mu apunim kan labadi wono ka epo na nko twitwa asase no ai president aba na epo na asase ni etwa obegira ni ya say Kennedy mu asase ni ewa apunim obe ni ya restaurant o se sa anyo bani nyina ka nyina manje ndi say another word bi aba ofre no the Asian model key Kennedy for or head documentaries working o head document o head not you check Kennedy Japan vetua tu ID criminal intent any law and order any Nadio, who shall be checking the vegetable or share ancient documentaries or say, or the model be bad. I get it. And then, Jack. Oh, why do you want me to do that? Tim, Ken said he will build a hotel at Cape 3 Point in Kennedy, Japan. Whoa, that's it. Enti o see another be before be ba ko man tiase we dey ofre no Asian model key ni nyina ne say o Ghana na ohia sika na ba man ho ne am sika na kwa bruchiri ana say bia ot Ghana u pesika na so ba ban ho ka say oh me pay $2 million o dey den oh me pese me see restaurant enti na aban ahwe ewewu na ohun say ohia $2 million na dey amount into the 2 million ko another ko edwuma na aban be check ye wi ane dey atetew ebia wo pese wo ko UK ko tena ho 3 years na ko sia sibia ye hotel sibia ye suan na aban atam sika amount £2 million 10,000 pounds or say a friend bibia friend Asian model key my man depend nyabuta asma di be catch them wrong. But Kennedy, this your Asian model key no is the same as NPP. It's the same as these same models are buying a war in existence. With NPP, Anna John Kumadano, NPP, it was entrepreneurs, young Ghanaians, going to tell the government what they can do with their business plan. And the government giving them seed money. In fact, this new government has introduced even a more comprehensive one. Besides, get me the flyer, let me explain. Kennedy, this model has been in existence for years. Maybe Okotin say Asia Taruhuninti. This kind of thing has been there. And you see, the only difference between the Omuya Asia and Ghana and say their economy, the way it's set up, no. Our economy hasn't gotten to that point where you can just dish out government money and say Sefako Abruchri. So the idea ni nyina say And this NAPE thing, it was started by John Mahama in 2014. And I'm friend, yes. It was to make sure say the youth, especially young graduates, are more ideas. A good paper so hear the assistance of the government to put that idea into reality through the government support, you know. And no na NPP for be change yes no NAPE. And it was basically to do what? To finance or resource young Ghanaians, entrepreneurs who are willing to go into a trade or whatever kind of business which will turn them into self-reliant entrepreneurs. Inti sa ideology, you know, it already exists in Ghana. The other kind to say Sibia Bawumia beka say Google Maps na be ni Ghana. Google Map existed in Ghana before Bawumia came to power. But now Odin say Ghana for Jimmy and omudi bibi a friend no the GPS address by. Sa dia na Bawumia de be share nim no. Now start catch Ghana for say we introducing Google Map into Ghana. No. Before Bawumia became a running mate, people were driving with Google Map in Ghana. The same as timer Gehok akware fen saying kwasi ampe na ote Gehok ekufu ado ase no Kofi Juma in 1995 or 96 ko time or the street address by or starting name Kumasi Boulevard Asafo Boulevard dia oje Ghana for sika ko di that time no onim say street or the boulevard this is enye boulevard but not that time na Santifo ni my dear friend Boulevard now Asantifo ni my dear friend street name enti okreti bibi to Asantifo tim say wakwatena broche na ote Grand Concourse so enti bedru Asafo ni atro Asafo Boulevard abra na ade no kanko ebia kanko no mutwa. These are things that have existed MPP for the area Ghana for sika until John Mahama buy in 2012, 13, 14, 15 or making sure so we streamlining no amana beye a whole project the youth of Ghana enya for so MPP for ya sa buy under Ekufuado ebe change yes ni NAPE omo destroy no. This thing that Agyapong you are proposing, let me read something to you. And sometimes, you know, your handlers, you know, I think they think say you are weak-minded kakra. They throw things at you because they need to also show you say they are working. Now, this is what I'm talking to you about. This is what all the way in 2025, John Mahama Krekan was this year. President Mahama launches the Ejumewura program to combat youth unemployment and foster entrepreneurship. In the NDC Kraba, NAPE, they have re-enhanced it. Papa, and then our friend Asian model. No, it already exists in Ghana. Now, so we read this program, NDC for enhancing ye under John Mahama. Mami reading show. You will understand say whatever you are trying to suggest, it already exists, and the nation builder, the wisdom politician, John Mahama, it was already in existence. It had been in existence, and he's back again to even polish it more. Now, Mami read this new one, John Mahama, the Abanin show. Your friend, the Ejumewura project. And na saying omolanche, you know. Kennedy, you need to understand. Take your time and read. The people behind you, they are not learned. They are not too. They don't understand Ghana the economy. In this way, so we read this program. This is what it says. A Ejumewura program is designed to create, mentor, and support a minimum of 10,000 business annually with a particular focus on empowering young individuals aged 18 to 35. Into a Ejumewura program now, John Mahama Diabasisiano, that is what it's sought to do. It's basically going to empower young people through business, through different crafts, through what they feel they can do to become self-reliant. Now, so already say beneficiaries of the program will receive comprehensive assistance. Kennedy, a comprehensive assistance won't tell us. Aban say, Omo amubenya sa jumadie we hu faso no. Omubenya emwa donko mwa eso omasene. Comprehensive assistance. That means say sa emwa na aban ede so wasene no. Emwa ebetumi ama wejina. Ama wejuma eda weni so ana weni da so no ejina ne na so. Your friend comprehensive assistance. Obitumi more assistance but na enya comprehensive. You can be a comprehensive, a wonjina so, a fapem. Now, okay, now, ko anima, say in a say beneficiaries of the program will receive comprehensive assistance, including skill training in Sanujuma Sushemu. And yes, sika keke ne yetamama aban eye NDC aban no ebema wo nsane djuma wo Asian model now John Mahama already all implementing no and na mijije mo ate ase say you are late. Are you late? Mr. P, Mr. S, get me are you late by Papi Kojo. Papi J. Kennedy, are you late? Mr. P, Mr. S, get me are you late? Get me the one with Kwabute and let me play the remix for them. Are you late? Now, uko wenima you see mentorship. You nipa bi omo betene no omo be guide o a kire say djuma pese okomi sebio adwuma we de anka me hwe de wo pese wo ye na we mua we beboa we de nka wo ye no wo ye na santimemu e beboa if you say we eben we de nka wo ye no western regional because abe e wo ho into wo ye no ha obenya sikantam e na fe no mentorship nipa bi be krakra wo ni nyina e wo John Mahama project a wo de abem adwuma wura no eno no bibi ete say eye ade aye frɛ no eye access to startup capital ye bema wo dwetire sikapudio a wode be edebe she adwuma nim nti aban in this program adwumawura program no ebema odwetire a wode be she adwuma nim ye bema nipa a obekrakra na asama e de insano adwuma esipim na ma comprehensive assistance nti enye mmoa eye mmoa ba akopɛ eye mmoa e wontini eye ntini emu ebiebia ubetumi ede woni atoto bebre so a ebesi wiye na wokɔ anim a omo say eye and essential equipment ye be sama eye de nyoma akande a wobedi adwuma nti adwuma wura program na John Mahama de aba no ene na wakɔ hu bibia friend Asian model no it already exists under the NDC government. It is our kankuwenima thereby ensuring the sustainability and success of their ventures. Now, when you go forward, in his address, where John Mahama nyansa for the Kasano, John Mahama is already ahead of you guys. John, or you're ahead. Kennedy, are you late? Bawumia, so are you late? Why are you late to the dada? Want to, what to? I want what to watch chum. Want to watch chum. Watcher. Yako yenim the dada. Ya wom. John da wom or da wom the dada. John Mahama was our wom. Where you want somewhere when you tell light and putting into I want to watch it. One shall go John da wom da da. Now it can't quit anymore or see. In his address, President John Dramani Mahama underscored the program's importance in tackling youth unemployment, which he identified as one of Ghana's most pressing challenges. He reaffirmed the government's commitment to creating decent and sustainable job opportunities for young people in alignment with the broader agenda of the National Democratic Congress to stimulate economic growth and innovation. Inti Adiana Osha, that Adiana Oka say ancient model no, it already exists under this government. And then your friend a Jumera program, You get skill, you get mentorship, you get equipment, you get capital, you get comprehensive assistance. It is not just about carrying money and giving to young people. It's about preparing them for the markets. And that is what John Mahama and NDC for. The startup is there. The creativity is there. The knowledge that is backing what they want to do is there. People will guide them through mentorship. Eddie Kennedy, you cannot just go watch documentary and just come and say you want to implement the no. Into I late da. John Mahama's our womb. Was our womb the da oko. Kennedy, you have an idea. John Mahama has already launched it. A Jumera program. The Asian model does not exist here. You already have the Ghanaian model, which is called a Jumera program. And the facts are there. The limitations, and everybody can get access to government assistance through skill training, through startup, through capital, through mentorship. These are things that are banned in Canada. Watch Kennedy. I won't call phone. Ayo na esantifo party wacha dodo want to go Kennedy awo na won kofo no why late to billionaire enso akasa brother champion people so billionaire o say obi anti ase say campaign no ye dey atani ne dey wom afi no mo be hu punches kakra na one dey o ka kire obi ase mo dey medium ho atem and dey normal amanfo we party mo jinse party mo dia o mo sorry a o mo dey obudi atem mo be se be dey o matem bi bo no dey Uma obeto ena amanfo beto ehia na ye normal na o say o mu say ye beto ehia na yanjini party no ye bedi ehun atem mum na yanjini party no na ye di atema na ye say party na ase no ye nse no so a na ahwe de ye beye enti aspirant ba ko di nka ka kire mo say atani ne de ye bedi ene de obi anim ni nyina say yemfa yesan wo nonko ani but yenim say obi a campaigni so the zongo for vote beba no amfa ba ye be ka kire no yenim say obi so atoka 300 no nkofa ho kra tamra no ankofa ba na ka so ekromfo ye be ka kire no yesi obi yere makeup ene onam ene pragia ene de kunkumba jafo do di omachi ena why no ho snake queen onam Ghana na so mpese be kire no be ka kire no yesi obi asha 33 policies na sa 33 policies no ende Ghana nsuo nyina say ende ye free abem na inflation ena 57 ye free abem na dollar ena almost 18 ye free abem na etumi to petrol ye free abem na unemployment in the roof ye free abem na corruption amene ya sankofo no ye beka every say ye ntumi ntina ho nka say sankofo no ye nyankopon omo enim nyansa omo ntuma nkekere man nti ene ya beduru ha ye wo position nti Brian Champo eye people so billionaire Brand Champion or your people so billionaire. Also need to jum and found because near Tikroma and you go fanta for bus on fanta for vote mra or went to my fanta for vote about the crabane buy. Into your tenny now Bawumia contact for chrome no went to my fanta for vote amba. Me ko ni no na membra some music and for contact for chrome. Now the next time we buy crabana beba into enya de mobetam sika. Asaba bedi Bawumia chi if it's a zongo wa Ghana nyina Bawumia nya tupe eno nkyere se oyenkremoni papa inkremofo kra papo no oyamuna afiki into ne Brand Champion oya people so billionaire no enya de obetra o mani pass be say asaba di NPP enim akonya 24% eni ntira okache Ghana for say ayampia ne de ometo yeka say low punch ayampia the bro for the twi no obi ka say jab we will give jab just a meto ayampia yakasa ayampia kasade enko so akiri po ayampia enti Brand Champion say ayampia ne de beto because yanto ayampia na yenhu den akromfo any idea atrofo party nim enti wodwudwam enti sia yegyina tie ase Brand Champion say campaign on beko ne de ayampia no meto ene na brody friend jab so amefo nka jab also mo beto ayampia enti sabio unya ready say yede ensabe wo weni ase dia ende ka nokore na otie ensama Brian eka otiem na otie de okanti nyina de na okamanesi nyina ne say Bawumia aye no ho say and the party no wom no emusi ebusa no question enti na ogina pepo no so ebusa Bawumia say na wo ukontafo kurom ukonkremufo kurom no ede na wo de baaye Mahmudu Bawumia uko kurom ye nyina ye ko ekurom a ye ba ye beka se de na wo de ba ye uko ukurom wankasa ukurom eye den eye wale de na wo de ba fie wo de na ba ye na wankasa ukurom a ye papa kurom a wo so papa wa asase a waja egudie ma wo ba ya wo de koraba de ba ye ye nsantam sika ma wo sanfa nko ufri ukurom wale ba ye koto aba 2024 wo de koraba ne ba ye wo Bawumia koraba wentuma mfa golden pot namba wamfa sika pudio namba went man fast as a paper and betrayed. Went man for document be a betrayed. Say, way, and a day, and I'm free a day, be free a year, team. No, T, I'm done. Thank you very much. Inti, Jomo Kadinano, Besom Chim say, Brand Champion Besoch say, on it, or catch a Ghana for I am piano mover to job on it, Omobabo. Na Mahmudu Bawumia na onenam ho na nkofo di ne chi o party mu no NPP fo nyina akodi ne chi no mumbuta ne se okone papa krom wale 2024 elections e de na de baaye o de koraba Mr P Mr S get me wale numbers eno nko na hia me bebi a wo ni twa de furuma e ho ne twa Bawumia furuma o ye nye ye de to koraba so mane ne ye se ukọ ho no ukromfo omo hu se ohu ehwama na se ohu bon omo de afefe de mawo omo ma wegudie anaso omo ma okoraba eno na eye Brand Champion mubusa Bawumia na wa ukrom papa krom o ma mi krom a wo se eye mampurusi krom eye wale okọ wa wo de koraba ne baaye na wo pese yede wo ebesi agongon we krom mi djudwam enti sa wo te jab wo PZ na wo te jab ni nyina ne ayampia Brian say ayampia ne de ombeto because you see at the nyina de befa sika ye nyina kakra ye ho ye nyina de tam sika obia tam sika into obia nya obia o tambi a mesoma tambi de ofum ya mesoma fumbi ye nyina afumfum into ye be kire de ofum kese into so to ayampia obeto obeto ka uyi flag obeyi flag uya eye de eye race obeyi race de obeyi bi but obebusa so ko papa krom na de na wo de baaye also go see cathedral wa boom latitude 0 degrees and longitude 0 me say go wo de be na ka say we America me say omo mo abroche do mo jimi kura che omo mo fie no MPP for me say we no kind of America Virginia we mu ti abroche o e do bobu sem o we pe no akwachina broni bi bonk otiti broni to ompie 8 months no mpie eh na dia ha de etua kakakre o hye nwudam e na o hye broni bi basement e na broni ni kem no be pa no to no okọ no hye ase no afokọ na adom FM ni ntimi ngie o me say we nya Ghana no kan o America Virginia Virginia e no mo bom nsem po when ye be latitude O and a longitude O kwasiafo ogosi cathedral opum 5 continental cathedrals ship no just asem na Kennedy kan mentiase and ubeji sankaje bo nke bia nko kan fosu ni aka so we dia dumping for yenkurase fo nte bia sebio omo de eyekurase we Virginia America Virginia omo mugo na 96% omo wi a omo pambre wato okosha broni ni fie wa 8 months no mpie na omo fie ha de ye tuaka ye o maami ni se oyese maami we broni we me se me ne tena nyande me company na omo de maami o me se me nya hwe eno ane se wa ne ba pepa na ma sa akofom ho obekọ no te Adum TV ho no telephone ho Adum TV no tie o download on download Adum otia we no ya kwasempa no agoti o ba hiri conference dia no ya ko otewo enu download nkwasi asem no download na say TikTok abe obekọ no muguase o no ma join TikTok media mentimi nkasa kesi o am we dwumam obo atete brodi toilet na sa de ne aya che enye nde na me say KVIP toilet inti oshe box mu ase ho obetie radio ni nyina ofiri nhyira na okọ adom ofiri adom a na okọ asempa ofiri asempa na obesra ko eyeden Oman FM sadi pasa na wadani kokuo hwasem ye ka che na wabrochire onti ase we jimi latitude O any longitude O we nyina ya asema ya tena ho boy ensem ewurade mo NPP for pa de bia me ka che Ghana for some mo jimi the center of the world hotel no mugu ho when ye bie osmi anti you America o anti kone na onim sister Esther oni abrochira no wo bra Thomas na onim bra frimpon den over den no for bakuya nan saying obai den dan wo abrepoi on the no abrochi Virginia no wo me se watena wache o obugu wose nku obugu wose nwan ya bra wa abrochire ya ofa abrochire me se we mo omo obi omo ka buta in chance sisi wo mo konkofo party no mo wie aduane ko fie we mo na eni mo obeja betete mo too rough mo eche mo chimi abubu mi kumi wa abrochire ha metibu nyina moto mo bogus afa me se boga no ade na friend boga no me se no wo mu nyina be biom ka boot na chance sisi wo na eyentuma hye ho na edi suit tantan wo abobo hye ho oduru Saturday a opon adwuma onko fie o no asesa no ho yesi asemesi ye wedding me ko ho na odini suit tantan ya cheche aduane ne pe na ogige aduane ne tata so na da ko hye ka boot obepro na be hye di freezer onye aduane enkwase aduane nko a Kennedy bo wo de wonko bi na se Ghana ne de ese mo nko a enkofo de beto agum awona fo so de bro awona fo Mose mo de Kennedy mo beje Ghana mo de mamba yesi nko Kevin Taylor na awona fo do omo beto agum kumase na yetimi to aba na ebo be 4:30 aka bia be 30 minutes na abo 5 me apon a na bo to kejetia mo nkoto ne so nkofo de tugum what are the world Mezi kumase yetimi to aba mu se enkoye yeto aba na nipa na mantem munkoto yesi nkofo de tugum as a competition yesi ko hwe awonafo no omutugum muso munya ne tam abano motoro enye budio omna awonafo ko competition awona ni so ko to aba ko fuom wato aba wie di akpre ɛna asɛm esi nam ɛyɛ saa asɛntere so monkoto na awonafo no mate sɛ obu tugum awonafo no tugum asa awonafo so mo bro inti de omo ye na no Canada Agyapong obesi continental ship a hotel ewe pum mo de mo mapon ohun se mapon. Now this issue I was talking about asɛm na make brother champo dem makaka di. But let's go back a little bit and deal with this matter because these are very important issues. That make talk on asem about time a year asem eba a year parliament afenyo marking a call a year Supreme Court tokonu e go catch say case aba ondima no sebio tokonu enso making sure say afenyo marking the openo akora odana kuma so no be ya ma no tokonu make statement bi momenko tie a statement na tokonu emeki ye no and then no ye catch tokonu say onko Supreme Court na onko for interpretation because tokonu catch say high court no omuni that power to interpret a Ghana mra no tokonu court awakono or interpretation of asema esino or say sesiano or say Ghana for say apam as a chief justice we need to still see him and consider him as a judge of the Supreme Court. Right now no what they want to do in the say the High Court does not have the powers. What she's seeking is interpretation. And if it is interpretation, she told us that the High Court does not have the powers to interpret the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. The High Court should allow the Supreme Court to interpret the Constitution of the country. Madam Toko or say the High Court in some High Court no any jurisdiction over it, and that the case must be referred to the Supreme Court for interpretation. And what she's seeking for is interpretation of the Constitution, whether she can still hold her position as a Supreme Court judge. We don't know. It is only the Constitution that can prove that. Madam Tokonung should go to the Supreme Court and seek for interpretation the same way he directed us Ghanaians to go to the Supreme Court and seek for interpretation when it came to the 4 MPs who at the end of the day decided to switch seats or switch allegiance in Parliament. The law is the law. Inti yajudum asabni nyina na maka akira mo no. Inti yanyina yenim kumase yeto aba no. Na se abane ko na nkoye mekai eye 2012 at Mills. Time e ko yire so 10 no meboa 2012. Yeah. No, 2008. 10. Yes. Na abane yatoa na abo apeso. Na abana bo apeso. Na afei na satan kumase na ye mai omoyi omontuma ne na mantem. Munkoto awonafo ni tugum munkoto na manfo dibrika akosi munja da me no munkoto yesi awonafo ni tugum mo se munemu munkoto yesi omo ni nkofo firi Togo ba awonafo so ma bre na omo nam dwom asafo sata se me small boy me na masafo na mehwe de ko ai monkoto yesi omo tugum urade ene ko tie Peace FM yesi uko awonafo mu a yesi omo firi Togo ye bie bodane no mu bem omo ba asa awonafo nya nipa asi asese nkofo gu Togo omo awonafo gu Togo ena time ne du ye bie omo yesi awonafo yi omo tugum yesi omo tugum motete da me ase ye den motete asafo ha mo ye den ye hia ba ni ye hia e o se ye di munya na monkoto no masori ante mam sika na meto so aso ntraso ai na wafa wai yesi wafa so nyisika na no omo de from na ase no na ase bra ba nyisika enti wanda na ase oteda me aso mpedwuma wafa ba nyisika na say when kwambo to so mo magisika nko ese awonafo ni tugum awonafo no mo awonafo we my bro fucking give it la awonafo ni tugum also na say bra eyizo we kwambo to so mo magi nkoto me de ko me ho tete me e de na ekosi na de na Peace FM 4 yesi inshira for se sia de abana bo apeso yesi 10 na se sia de answer no metubenya aba no ese ye ne ewo eye ha no yeto enti ese mate ende okotie Peace FM wo moka yesi awona to mo tugum awonafo yi yesi o bie to gobo dai eno mo bem o mo basa no moto ne se de ehu de anya o mo jeje rollins ne nkofo yi jeje rollins se wo ya ponda da o jeje rollins ne nkofo yi ye hu de o mo je Ghana ha ye nim de rollins we ni orgy na eti krom ha na osoro aswa wonafo efri togo abegu border no so no tugum akwankwa mo so mo nkoto what to say or say ma me to 8 so I got to be kan enye ele asafo ele na wo kokoto ka kire frimpon enye frimpon na heso ka kire se beto ba ko kan no ba I bra frimpon ma me sa beto so I got to ba ko kan o ma say montafo nkwara na mo so so nya mo wai Sata mi enu montafo mai omo da safo store ya no omo na sebi omo ni baby da omo da store no omo bedrooms no no agada ne nkwara ni nyina mo frafrafo ne mra he haja bra he fati mo nyina mo mra na mo tete mo nto aba se mo nto aba na NPP awini mo nyina mo nkai se mo kosirem mo madam store no biem oh madam yati mo nsam fo mo gonkoto aba na mo saso ba bragada wan to aba ma NPP awu kosirem technique no hey hadia tu hey ma mina fa te oba to ho e de na akora tare ho a te akora no to ho ni ate akora 13-14 year old kid ofisrem oswaso anwoma kaya ye wasa wai ne ba to table so mane na table no so monsa so nko eyi wan fatima wai mo anko to ba no mo ko to 20 this year na se aba no dane a mo nyina mo bekom krom obi anam store ya no obi answaso kosua wa ha ye tonton na mo ha mo na emam kakra mo ne ye ne eboa mo enkora ne yem hyehye o mo birim on peso be kosirem okosirem antokwasi okosirem abibie ni wo Bawumia ko campaign so ye campaign say emfa NPP mra inti enkora ne ko eye police station o mo yem hyehye o mo inti o mo ndi o mo nye inti okwa ne aso ne nsa MPP no the team king o mo papa o so fa on sa kire me otuma hwan o se MPP o so ko tena se na fa o 10 tena ho intafuei ne yusu o mo na afei ne afred na akwa me na sei eye kwan boat munya matoto obitumi ba no afre anti an ye ne wo eyi medus asafode no an na me ele fo no matofo o se ne kwase ho an ukọ eye foru kromase ho na right o school na wo no e ho so beto atofo no mutugum ai na isu frimpon ma na frimpon ma ko hin ko ba uti na wa che sei ehin na wo sisi ai na wo osema bebia wo de mento aba ose ehin na wo gina ose wo mi gina de chem so right to school na wo no ko omemo ato osema me se ko omemo ato fafo ne mani pa na wo ho no odu afo nkuta no bra me pa cho ma me pese no kasa ose hwan nie ose o frimpon me na me MPP agent no abayo man nto ose o ma mate to MPP ni ate for team aba 93,000 490 of the year 93,000 Bantima 43,000 MPP 93,000 33,000 433 moi eswecha total rejected ballots. Sada mo sanka bie mo wie mo to bepa eni da mo pa ma asam no en de kire mo hye mo ho that time no MDC for so agent ko be di omo 2008 omo ni di ye ena obasa sentre so ya jollof di ye de kosua tuetuo NDC agent amwako wayi nani moto bontungu NDC for ko me di omo satani ti omo ni kapre kwam that's right ma pompisi go MPP and this agent ko be di omo gina fitia dopa omo no dwurum obi amae intomo ba nom de kosua na emo frimpon na mondidi ye NDC ye NDC for mo mayo na mo chairman wai ye ni me bia chairman boni nam and mo so medical kre NDC ko mi adi ni ye man hanta ni amana jollof kakra ne de kosua tua so didi ohun so bi to so we hwan o so we di say ye so we di 80 o so na mo ma no to ohun jollof ni kosua kwasia and ye tugum total rejected ballot omu wie pe na bo sisipe na afi ye wini so munim de omato international mi bie so no and me say MPP for se me akom de mbone bechem a e kire makofa sikedwa bechem eno so ni sam nye intanya mo bone me fa nchemo me say MPP me gu no sam me de day mo ka me yira asem the day Boabia Samoka so much letter come me company na me say minimum me ngu partner na me responsibility as with me wie but the mo betumi aye ama me de me boni achem say mo de sika gwa kofi bebre me someone tam sika gwa kofi am cheme La mo me good party no. Share only one option. Nana me do. Eche NPP for ba santimemu ni otu for bekasa no mo tam sika dwa breme. Na me je efa ansana me NPP me ja NPP manako. Ehesa me gunu. Na 2028 man finish NPP na nyamia. Who make noise? It's either they are on drugs or maybe they are jobless or they just don't want to be part of the new revolution, which is change, resetting agenda. No, anything. These things are not supposed to surprise you. It happens. Normally, when people hold on to power and they are greedy, and out of their foolishness, greed, stupidity, and indiscipline, when they lose that power, it takes them a long time to admit that they are not in power. You see, TV so and what the NPP are doing, you know, it is clearly, it shows they are still not out of that shock that they are in opposition. They still don't believe, they were no access to sika. They don't understand why they wake up in the morning. People are not calling them and saying, please, can we come to your office? Please, when are you going to give us money? They don't understand. Most of them are jobless. Most of them, say, hey, the Benny party power. You can see you are not supposed to get so worried when you see the NPP backing all over the place and making noise. So party be admit to say thank you very much. Honorable. Well, honorable we are say what texting me. So it when and then it is here say a NPP for a demonstration say demonstration on the other end. And you can see the light up the seriousness of the demonstration. And I would like to say thank you to NPP for what they did today, because I'm going to be another chapter which is drug abuse in Ghana. And sometimes, assembly stuff for the be assembly pono. And ankanya NPP for Jimia ankenim say drug addiction, a year tramadol, red, it has eaten into the system. Majority of our youth, they are being destroyed by hard drugs. Inti, as much NPP for Jimmy in there, they have also opened a year another avenue. Say, the party is filled with people who are abusing drugs. The young people on more NPP, we could see a majority are into drugs. And as a Ghanaian, and as a Ghanaian, we need to address it. A very important, immediate. And I'm going to be another conversation. You and I, we need to focus on, because 8 years are NPP better than the influx of hard drugs, tramadol, codeine, red, cocaine. The number of times cocaine, you fire bodies, your port, koya, na you need to and every day be a cheap codeine, ye cheap tramadol, ye cheap. You could see say the government of the day today is really working. In the end, make a champion for some idea. I want to be the other side of the party. How drug has infested the NPP. The young people of NPP, Sibia codeine red. I say the young people in the NPP. And as a nation, we should be concerned about young people in the NPP going mad and crazy, abusing drugs. Because we live in Ghana. I was saying, I say, if you get a majority of NPP for drugs, or more abusing drugs, you need to understand, say, a general canker, a bigger conversation. I would say, there was something that was very serious and the NPP for it to me. I expose it. This march they did today against hard drugs. A march NPP for call and to demonstrate against red, to demonstrate against codeine, to demonstrate against tramadol. And then the NPP are standing for something good bako, which is fight against hard drugs. And when I was watching the NPP walk against hard drugs, against tramadol, against cocaine, I realized their party needs help. The young people in the NPP, they need help. And we as a nation, we need to help NPP as a political party. And see, say the NPP for yebeboa ama imbebu no a omo Ghana na dodo no NPP mo ye ndubone no yebetuma yi omo free. That's why I keep saying, say, so we study this government, NDC aban we are. The government is so focused, and that adiebia enyebia na I was say, this government is already doing it. In fact, the most interesting thing is good evening to every single person. We have started the show. Yeah, go straight. I think today we didn't start LNT. Show now we starting. So when you are study this government about power, every single problem aban we be inherited, this government is dealing with it. That is the most interesting and exceptional thing about NDC aban we. Problem bia aban we be two bia NPP nkwasiafo no jato ho. Problem bia omu create or how atete omudi oman we kwa share nkwasuo mu ese yensa asese yensuo no. Every single problem, from the currency depleting, from our inflation, unemployment rates, from the indiscipline amongst the government officials, bloated government, from the kind of family and friends. Just say, every single kankabia, this group of termites calling themselves a political party from NPP for the NDC, this government is working towards it and reversing this idea in canker. And it makes me very excited because, and then you can see it in the faces of Ghanaians to say, Ghana 4 have this hope in a government they believe is working. Ghana 4 have hope in a government they see is actively doing something to change their lives. Aban we betina abemu eko 9 months. 1 year NDC aban NND, but the most difficult thing for the NPP as a political party now is to find something bad on this government. It does not normally happen for a government to be in power for almost 9 months. Not a major scandal be unbreaking year. Yan koti bibia ebetimi ama obi aye maseno say ya no ehun say ato aba asimesi we abebo kronu bi yenhu bi just say that is what is worrying the NPP. They don't understand how is the NDC doing this? How is John Mahama doing this? And I can tell you, and I swear on my life, if you fool in John Mahama's government, not evidence shows say you are fooled in the government, he will sack you. I feel it and I see it in me. John Mahama or Pobia Pamrokwa, they are setting example as a scapegoat to the CEOs and appointees. Into John Mahama or Pobia Sakino, on your being Pamrokwa and Hano. The problem with the NPP as a political party that was not ready to leave power, and psychologically they are still not there. That is why a political party like NPP, they don't even have a chairman that is leading the party. They don't have focus. It is always steady the Ecos or Ghana for 8 months to 9 months. Aban we aye juma ma mi hu obi o Ghana obetima ka chem say John Mahama and the NDC government for 8 months, no di boni bima says Siadie, Ghana for your paba. And I said the NDC led by John Mahama, and in penny for any CEOs, and any ministers, Oma ya debi, Omo betu, Jumedibia, na enya, Sebio, Omo Fuaso. I don't see anything. Adebia John Mahama betu yebiano, they are reversing every bad thing be betu yebia. Adebia MPP jao ho. Bonibi omudie any bad thing bia omuja ohobiano. The NDC government is correcting it. That is why I am relaxed. That is why I have confidence in this government. That is why I believe in the president and his ministers. That is why NDC as a political party, I respect them when it comes to discipline and building a nation. NDC NPP bar power 2017. Yeniti adechi na less than 1 year, na bust scandal, bust. Na NDC atena be mu 9 months, yente kapre. Say obiakoyi sempoa anateku. NPP ba be mu 2017. No muncha 8 months. Yeti krom ha. June. January, February, March, April, May, June. 7 months pepepe. 6 months pepepe. And a bust 65,000 liters of bust contaminated fuel. And the Attorney General ABA investigations into that matter. This is the first 6 months of the NPP and the Kufuado. Yadimuko check a calculation, make sure the difference between this government and why the NPP is still confused. Intimacy. The conversation so de na galam say de omo hu de omo keka omo confused. Initially almost started free the state of emergency omo free ho omo state of emergency bi. Say see idea stop galam say they don't know what they are doing. They are confused. NPP bar power 6 months pepepe. And Ekufuado in the busuafo ka omutribo mu. Yes say bust oil me know with their 65,000 liters. 6 months pepepe NPP bar power. Na sa oil ni nyina ayira almost evaporate. Okay. John Mohammed di abemu 9 months, almost 9 months. Ya da hote ya ebusa say obi edi boni ana. Scandal obi epia ana. BBS ana. The NPP are frustrated. This is governance, papa. This was first 6 months of NPP. Bust 14.5 million. Almost oil na say ayira. These are the same piglets on our streets. It's yenye den yentam Ghana mamwana. These are the questions we keep asking. First 6 months, our MPP abemu and the Kufuado on the Bawumia. Almost first 6 months. And the Atana Ghana ha almost 9 months. Yenti se ubia tamabain sika abain oil ayira. Yenti scandal be say and the yenti so be a abain oil. In Kofo abemu first 6 months that was their craziest first one. Almost 14.5 million Ghana cedis. Almost contaminated oil ayira. And the Attorney General is looking into this matter. They say they mamu tie de no. Omoni omu media for the idea no. Yene ete Ghana. Yene ye pe aban ne ye pe no. Yene enim aban ne ne te no. Yenim de obeye inti de bi obia ye bi obia nka brofo efo obia ho. This is the NPP. Inti nobody in Ghana should take such people serious. These are people who have no shame. Omuni ferry. They are liars. They are thieves. They stole from you for 8 years. Omu riao. No ma say diwateme guso. Adia china so omu kotina nchina. Omu say o yentiasi ye demonstration. E chiro mwe jimi. Ena obetie ni pasa. They have no shame. Oma esa be ifoma. Ukumbi nebi ngini. Ukumbi nebi ngini. Sa na oma ye. And these are demons. They are political demons. The NPP. Omu terminal report na made no. And the reason I'm doing this is say the reason why I want a lot of noise from these people, any paid media be to say Joy News, City TV is because they know say they don't have anything on the government. Today they can't discuss the economy because the economy is doing well. They cannot discuss fuel prices because today obia ensa echo the bottom into fuel no matter how much it is being sold obia to be taught. They cannot discuss their corruption because this government, for 8 months, the government is working. We have not seen glimpses of Obi Obeso Obi. They cannot talk about inflation because today, Omuja inflation was 54% and there it is less than 11. They cannot talk about the dollar. Omukona dollar was 17.82, almost 18. And the dollar is lingering around 12 in less than 9 months. They cannot talk about unemployment because Omokono, they promised us to say, Ankomo ba, Ejumo Befankwara, Omofani pass 100,000 napko, Omudina Edisikano, Omanphobia Juma, and Yedetea. These are ingrates. They could not build one regional hospital. They cannot point to Agenda 111 hospital, Obaba Kumpakum, Akojia War, Epia Bontini. Lordina Mahama can point to about 8 clinics and hospitals are we see. NPP as a party from 1962. One hospital almost see. Jimmy. Nobody should sit and pay attention to a group of termites. People who only think so, but when you look at them, they are naked. Under NPP, almost first 6 months, we saw a lot. And then see another Dankwe Kufuado, nipa 110 as ministers. 110. Kwasi Ampenyi, Obaye no Obeye, Region 316. And Osayi ministers 110. And a Ghana forecast say, Adeng. Ministers 110. Equate team, 30 million per.